Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Man in the Wild. Um, just seen this stuff about this Key Bridge collapse, and I seen people talking about sending prayers out to the families and the ones that are still stuck in the water potentially and all of that type. And I tend to stay away from looking at these stories, because as the clock doth tick. The things that we're told about, have a tendency to, not have any truth, other than a certain visual or two. And so I kind of stayed away from it. But then somebody had showed an actual video of the shit. And so when I saw it, the first time when I seen it, it was kind of weird. So, I found it somewhere else and looked, and like, you tell me what you see. So you're not going to do it again? Well, I'll tell you what. All right, so here we go. So we're going to let this run, and then it's going to run a couple times. All right, so now, from this angle, it's really difficult, to kind of see, when the ship actually hit the pillar. All right, like right there, like it seems like right now, right? It does not look like that motherfucker is hitting anything. And then it falls down onto the ship. It falls onto the ship. It doesn't fall because of the ship. Like it falls like plam on it. Now, this angle is a little, far away, but it's falling direct. It's not falling into it, because if it was something that, it had so much speed, that it was barreling into the pillar, it'll go that, like things will tilt towards the ship, but it just like falls straight the fuck down. Right. And then notice there's a bunch of charges going off. Like, look at all them explosions. Now, I don't know what kind of electrical current they got going through those cables and all of that type of shit. But I do know what a free fall scenario is, like a free fall situation. We saw that shit in 9/11. We see that shit in demolitions, every single time. Because like a collapse, is more of a giving way, because, certain parts of it are fucked up and it this way, and maybe, it hits a certain thing, boom, 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 not boom, 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 and it just falls into the same place. That's not, to my layman's knowledge, that's not how collapses work. That's how demolitions work. All right, this is exactly how demolitions work. You can clearly see that shit. Like it's all popping at the same, falling down. Like it fell straight the fuck down. And it tips over there, does some stuff over there too. But, this is the main, where they say the cause of it is. Like it just, like, look at that shit. The pillar just tumbles. Hey, I know what the fuck a controlled demolition looks like. And y'all motherfuckers blew that shit the fuck up. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. You know, all them little explosions going along, look like it, all them sparks of light and shit. Cause what, some of them look like they could have been the cars, some kind of emergency vehicles. But yeah, okay, so it also struck me as odd that why the fuck do you even say terrorist attack? Like, what is that really? Like, why do you even bring that up? Like, the first bit of the fuck, here's what we know. We haven't seen any credible evidence of a terrorist attack. So why the fuck are you even bringing it up? You know, you're seed planting. You know, you're giving us, you're giving us whatever type of words that y'all been, you know, programming us with, you know, trigger words. You know, you constantly put them shits in, you know, when we're dealing with some bullshit. Of course it's 6 members. Why wouldn't it be? You know, why wouldn't it be 6 members? You know, and it's like, as a human being, you know, who lives on this earth, you know, I understand that shit happens. I understand that, you know, accidents happen. I understand things go wrong. We're human. You know, we err by nature. You know, and so, but when there's such a consistency, you know, by whether it be visuals, whether it be numbers, whether it be trigger words, you know, the shit is very consistent. You know, to having you lean towards, nah, this is some bullshit. And then it comes back to it. You know, these are mainstream characters, mainstream, you know, individuals who have the world's ear, propagating this bullshit, consistently pushing and pumping this bullshit. You know, and people go along because it always comes back to it. Why would they lie? You know, why would they lie? You know, they'll lie because they're sociopaths, psychopaths, you know. Because this shit is beyond narcissism. You know, that's like this week we talking about a whole different stage of this shit. You know, for you to plan something like this, right? For you to plan something like this, put everything in motion to execute it, you know, execute it, and then push and pump a story that's a narrative that you know is bullshit. You know, now the number of people who know about whether it is or not, yeah, whatever. But if you can look at this, right? If you can look at this shit and think that this shit fell naturally on some accidental shit, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? The trauma bond and gaslighting, that shit is real. You know, that shit is 100% real. You know, and the best thing for a manipulator is to put it right in your face while making you believe something completely different than what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy. Because, what is it? Because, yeah, I didn't see that those was actually the cars right there. Oh, y'all want to pause for me? That they were the cars right there. So here you go again. Hold on. So, yeah. About them cars. I didn't see them before, but the explosions to your left, and then the little mini ones to your right as the shit's snapping. The fact that this motherfucker's crashing into the boat instead of the boat crashing into the pillar. Like, yeah, shit. Stop making dumb shit make sense. You know, stop making dumb shit make sense. Why would they do it? Because they fucking do it. And there are people out there who actually get pleasure rides from deceiving people. I mean, that's just a fact. You know, and being able to understand that concept, you know, is what will open your eyes to, you know, the things that are relevant. You know, because if you're a good-hearted person, if you actually care about people, you know, you got the empathy, you know, your mind is not wired to really understand how fucked up people can be. Because you wouldn't do that. You know. And you kind of tend to expect people to be aligned, at least close enough to where you're at. You know, and if you haven't been exposed to certain shit personally, you know, then you'll be unable to understand that part. You know, so being able to know that exists, that evil exists, and they gain pleasure from deceiving people, from getting people to believe their bullshit. That's why it's called that duper's delight. That little smirk that motherfuckers be giving when they give you some bullshit and you believe it is, oh shit, I got them. Like, yeah, that shit is real. Shit is real. And this event right here is just another chapter in a book. A little side note, because I mean, it seems irrelevant in the grand scheme of, you know, if you're looking at the big events like the World Trade Center going down, you know, that was major. You know, this one just happened to be under construction, you know, just the workers up there, and very controlled. So, yeah, as always, it is what it is, man. But, man, y'all, you know, believe what you see when you see it instead of being, you know, told what you're seeing. You know, because you saw the shit. I just talked about it. So yeah, man. But this Francis Scott Key, whatever the fuck, bridge collapse has been the most bullshit that you can put in front of us, man, because y'all gave us the perfect angle. So, yeah, your bullshit is confirmed.